Okay, in this short video we're going to be learning how to multiply pronumerals. So, as previously stated, our commutative law holds when we're multiplying. In other words, 3 times 6 essentially is 6 times 3. It doesn't matter which order you put it in. Same with 6 times w. We could actually write it as w times 6. And a times b, we could actually write it as b times a. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. They'll all come up with the same answer. In our previous lessons, we've also learned that we're omitting the multiplication sign for convention. For example, 3 times g times h is written as 3gh. Similarly, 2 times x to the power of 2 times x to the power of 2 times y would be written as 2x to the power of 2x to the power of 2y. And don't forget, our real numbers are written first, and then our pronumerals are always in alphabetical order. Okay, so let's get started in some practice. Let's say we had 5 times 4g. What we need to do here is multiply out our real numbers, which in this case is our 5 and our 4, which is 20, and then our pronumeral, which is g. Let's go for one that's slightly harder. So we have minus 3d times 6ab times 7. Again, we need to work out what our real numbers are, which in this case is -3, 6, and 7. So if we were to write this out in a long form first, just so you can see the difference, it would actually be -3 times d times 6 times a times b times 7. Let's highlight our real numbers. So that's -3, 6, and 7. So, to solve this, those real numbers, we multiply them together, which would be -126. So, for you, you'd be putting it into your calculator. Remember, convention says that we need to put our numbers first, so that's why we've written -126 first. Okay, and then if I expand it out, we're adding our letters, but this is not in the correct order, so it should actually be -126. We're going to omit our multiplication signs as well. We're going to put everything back in alphabetical order, so it would be A, B, D. And that's our answer. Let's now have a look at a division. So let's say we had 16f divided by 4, or you could see it written as 16f divided by 4. They're essentially the same thing. Okay, once again we need to look at our real numbers, which is 16 and 4. Now 16 divided by 4, wrong pen, is 4. And we have our pronumeral here is f, so the answer is 16f. Okay, let's have one more go at the division. So in this case, we've got 15n divided by 3n equals, so 3 goes into 15 5 times, so it's 5. Now, because this goes into here 5 times, our n's disappear because n divided by n is 0. So our answer here is 5. Okay, continuing on, slightly more difficult, but something that you haven't not done before. Let's say we had 3m to the power of 3 times by 2 to the power of m. Once again, just like before, we're going to use our real numbers. So 3 times 2 is 6. Now with our powers, our distributive law, when we're doing with index laws, tells us that when we're multiplying, let me grab another colour, when we're multiplying our index over to here, that we need to actually plus them. Now, because we've got our m here, essentially there's a little hidden 1 up here, okay? So now what we've got 3m plus 3 to the power of 1. So up here, our answer would be 6m to the power of 4. Okay, just one more go, just so you can fully understand what's going on. Times by 3p. Okay, here's our real numbers. So 15 times by 3, sorry, 5 times 3 is 15. I'm getting ahead of myself. And our pronumeral here will be p. And this number here and this number here we need to plus. So that will be 15p to the power of 13. Okay, so let's have some practice. Let's do 4 times 3g. Number 2, let's go 11ab times 3d times 7. Let's do 8f divided by 2. Remember, you could always write it as this if it makes it easier for you. 4, let's do 16m over 8m, or 16m divided by 8m. Alright, have a go at those and bring them into class.